Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't been recording for a while. I've been pretty busy. Been doing the maelstrom hunting logs and farming a whole bunch of seals so I can get up in rank. Now I can't get Chief Sergeant yet because I guess I need to talk to the commander. But hey, for some reason can't really do anything with that yet, so I'm not sure what all I need to do in order to unlock it. But yeah, something's gonna have to take some time. What are you doing? On earth is that person doing? Okay, anyways, what we're going to be doing is continuing the job quests. And that'll be it. By the way, I've been doing so much stuff on my paladin, I'm literally level 43 on it. That's fine. Anyways, you come at a good time, Byrnjolf. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscarin's Druthers, out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscarin, himself has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us? You mean Byrnjolf, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucien. The Makote and the other one will only encumber me. No, Silver. You will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognized Byrnjolf as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of his continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the seven hells do you think you are, Beau Lord Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? What are you, a Garlean? Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! But one more word, and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscarin's Druthers in the South Shroud. Now out of my sight. I was wondering if she had anything else to say about that. Central Shroud. Alright, Bobby, let's go! Yeehaw! You know, I was thinking, since there's no cows in this game, what would it be instead of cowboy? Troco boy? No, that doesn't work. to think about, I guess. The only animal I can, farm animal I can think of would be a chocobo. Sec. Ah, yeah, some stuff from my hunting log. I'll ignore that for now. I'm just doing quests, not hunting logs. Hey there, Vescarin. Ah, you lot must be from the adventure. From the Archer's Guild. God damn it. Ah, you lot must be from the I almost said it again. Ah, you lot must be from the Archer's Guild. Welcome, friends. Now as your guild master... Now, as your guild master will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the gods Quiver nor the wood whalers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? Because these ain't no common poachers. They're Pawa Majuk's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. Thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits, see? We stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble at the Druthers. That being so, if I summoned the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all seven hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. There, Byrnjolf, split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings ere long. Go. Oh yeah, I bought a new game while I've been away. It's Nobody Wants to Die. I saw it on one of Moist Critical's videos, and it looked really interesting. I kind of wanted to try it out at some point. I can't even see the leg trap. There's supposed to be like a bottle or something. I don't want to get too close to those guys because I don't want to aggro them. I missed something. Is it back here? There it is. And empty mead bottles. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are but old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Trollswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Makote hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her, before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscarin and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania, Leah. Pawa Mujuk is a savage and utterly immoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of duty to one's homeland? No more than he, I suspect. How dare you! And you, Byrnjolf, say something! That was not the time for this! Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want. Though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching, there is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Byrnjolf? The mead bottles. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you, those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection with this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait. Before the calamity, Buscarin once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern. And it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived... Of course! Buscarin's Scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawa Mujuk, but we must investigate at once. Holy shit. I have somebody's stream open and see a whole bunch of protesters throw garbage cans at police. I'm not sure what the context is for the protest, so I'll have to go back and watch it later. Any signs? Look! The ground is covered in Makote footprints. How do you know the Makote footprints? These tracks are fresh. Very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled. Else they're hiding near. To cover! And I was thinking we'd caught ourselves some of the meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face is downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I've heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Silver, Byrnjolf, the rest I leave to you two. As you will. Alright, time to beat up some girls, I guess. That's what I'm doing. Try to target the person behind her. Stuck in the barrel. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Aliapo? With me, Byrnjolf. That was a piss poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper? A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. Aw, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Paula Mujik. I was no match for her. So it was Paula Mujuk, after all. Muskrin must be informed. Alright, I'll go tell him. Seven hells! They were at my old post? And they drank my old mead? That stings most of all. Well, it's past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messages. I'll send messengers to the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver. Red Belly Bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Paula Mujuk's no fool. Now she knows she's been spotted. She'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds, and the trail won't stay fresh long neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucien I appreciate the help. I don't know why I'm so tired all of a sudden. Okay, so you can stand on this person's head. Also, they're looking right up at me like, "Excuse me, sir, can you please get off me?" Sorry, miss. That's kind of an interesting outfit. It's a nice looking coat. I was gonna say it that looked similar to this one, but it isn't. Though, isn't that from the Wild Rose outfit? Or something? I guess not. Looks like they have part of the Garland Ironworks gear that you get access to when you get to level 50. And, well, it's not just like level 15. 15? Excuse me. It's not like level 50 where you get it. It's the required level for it, but you need to unlock more story in order to... You have to complete the ARR storyline in order to unlock it. Anyways, let's go back to it. Welcome back, Byrnjolf. Silver tells me that you encountered Pawa Mujuk. No Gridanian could fail to recognize that name. So oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. And I was surprised to note that Leah and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence? No. No? Modest to the last. Truly, your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. Byrnjolf, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned about Leah and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective and, well, mayhap it is best you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Byrnjolf. Oh, gods. Did Lucian send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and it is most definitely not yours. You must know, I have decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Mujuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry, of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Byrnjolf. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver, and while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Actually, in a way, Byrnjolf would. Worry not, I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Makote. The sight of her shuffling around whilst staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to you. Not that it matters to me. Hand over mouth. Free me! Oh. Oh no, did the internet die on me? God damn it. This happened to me, This was happening to me yesterday, too. Yeah. No. So I guess I'm just waiting. Okay, this might take a moment. Technical difficulties. And I'm pretty sure it was my internet. Because, whoa! Okay, maybe it wasn't my internet. 820 people? In queue. Okay. It wasn't me, I guess. I guess it was the game. Oh, dear. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Stop doing that. I wanted to take a screenshot, not... Really? Okay. I'm trying to take a screenshot of the picture, but it doesn't want to take, so this is getting irritating. Yeah, that's going to take a while. I'm going to put this on mute real quick. Yeah, it definitely was not me. It was not my internet, I mean. I'm looking at Twitter and hearing others on Adam and Toys having trouble. Still on myself, though. I'm just taking the time to browse Twitter. I see that I'm logging in, at least. So that's good. I'll probably have to talk to Silver again. Unfortunate, but... Yep. Make sure my recording hasn't been messed up. Alright. Alright. Were you the guy that was sitting on the bench earlier? Oh, it's you! Tell me, Byrnjolf, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Character-wise, yes. My character has desire to go back home. Mine was just another poor village in the Trollswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running and the screams. It was so loud, Byrnjolf. So unbearably loud. And then I was here in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen, and I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Byrnjolf, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I had gotten better. Poa Majuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, Byrnjolf, that maybe it's a sign. Maybe Silver is right, and this guild, the city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Byrnjolf, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone in the South Shroud, oh my. I think it's a bit too soon for that. We barely know each other. These Gridanians would not understand. Man, yeah, we need that. We need dog boys and dog girls. But not the furry kind. I mean, like, kind of like the Makote. So that's a nice looking outfit. Has the Rogue Gaiden always had that kind of outfit? For starters? I've never actually played a Rogue Gaiden before. I should have a look at it at some point. And I mean playable wise, I know there's like a wolf race, Stormblood. That's supposed to be Sasuke? Oh. Why is my phone going off? Well, hopefully Hrothgar isn't going to be the last race to be added. I mean, come on, the world is pretty huge. I mean, just have a look at it. Look how much of the world is yet to be revealed yet. Like, you could fit a wolf or dog race in there somewhere. Also, whatever happened to the map you can view of I forgot what it was. Of the first. I completely forgot the name of the place. Was it like Norbrant or something? Started with an N. I remember that. The disconnecting way, get disconnected. Also, maybe I should hide that, actually. Give those people some privacy. Dang it. I want it up there. No, don't hurt him. And there I was thinking he mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault, it's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and he's not Gridanian. I do begin to recall his face. Aye. Knows how to hold a bow without one. Well, he ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Byrnjolf, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss. But I realize now that my place isn't at the guild with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people. Carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Gridania's. That's all I have left, Byrnjolf. So I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucien or Silver. Fine. As you wish. Byrnjolf. Made your peace with your little friend, have you? Right then. Let's get on with it. Shoot the bastard. No! Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with fettering a bloody adventurer? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him, all right. So just stop. Dear me, and I had such high hopes for you, Miss Aliopo. Waste of bloody time. A keeper what's lost her nerves about as much use to me as a glass bow. Which is better than the bow you're using. I mean, if you're going by Skyrim rules. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. Ah, I'd better not see neither of ye again, because if I do, I'll show ye what happens to prey what's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away! How do you do it, Byrnjolf? How do you live in this place? With these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Byrnjolf? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. There's only one way I can think of to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Want to go all the way to Montana? Is that a slime? Okay, that's really adorable. Shall we begin, Byrnjolf? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. This is I'm holding back. Where'd that come from? It's so simple. You have opened your eyes, and look beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here, too. A family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside of myself until now, though unquestionably worthwhile. I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Byrnjolf. I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucian. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. God's help me. I think I might actually miss him. Oh my god, look at that thing. That is very colorful, I like it. Welcome home, Byrnjolf. You need not say a word. One look at Leia's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Byrnjolf, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Thank the gods you've come, Byrnjolf. Perhaps you could talk some sense into the stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Adder for... There is no time, Lucian. Pawa would be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge her location. You understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Byrnjolf and me to accompany you. You? The adventurer and the savage. You cannot understand. Silver! But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guilt taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here ready to fight. You have us. I've never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved, he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Byrnjolf, to the South Shroud. Neither of them have even left. Is that a fox? Or a wolf? What is that? Oh, it's a coyote. Aw. Pink and white are a pretty good combination, I think. I am pretty shit at drawing, but I did make some fan pictures of my character Laura and Sky's character. I was thinking of what they would look like in a futuristic Star Wars-like universe. Also tried drawing a Char who would be Laura's husband. How do I do that? It turned out alright. I need to give him some color because he's just blank. And I really need to figure out what kind of outfit I should do for him. Silver! Well, this is unfortunate. Silver! There. Byrnjolf, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Byrnjolf, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. I told you, I do not need or want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourselves into thinking. You're the one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us, when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subjects' unique characteristics, and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucian and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania and Wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why you... Pawa's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the Trollswood use bow and whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Pawa out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. So that's why he came to Taker's Rot? With his gang's whistle? Byrnjolf, if you are determined to help me, I have a task for you. Pawa was last seen near Issamhar, to the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk. It's a clearing where two streams meet, and efts are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Byrnjolf. I swear on my honor as Gridanian archer that no harm will come to you. Bollocks! I knew I should have trusted me gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you will forgive my forwardness, madam. No, no, sir. 'Tis most flattering. Wouldn't ye agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? I hope ye like it rough, darling. Oh, we have a hack here. That'll be the ability I'll get after this quest. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. That's what she meant by warm and toasty. Is that by chance why she had the Storm on there? Complete! And I thought you only had eyes for me. I can't. I won't. Well, at least she's still alive. Did you learn nothing from my lesson? Your style is far removed from proper wildwood technique. Still, you acquitted yourself well enough, I suppose. We'll see to Pawa. Should she try to escape, she will find me far less sympathetic than the last time. Did you see it, Byrnjolf? Perfect shot! Lucien must hear of this. Let's hurry back to Gridania at once! I am relieved to see you again, Byrnjolf. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Pawa Mujuk would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I am so proud of you, Byrnjolf. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Windbite. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. All archers walk the same path towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt but that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Byrnjolf. Then they will never lead you astray. Well met, Byrnjolf. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the Trollswood, you see. Their reappearance calls to mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle, most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. Aye, the Ixil dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest of teachers. And few things drive a man better than its sting. But do let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Trollswood. The one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far, though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that selfsame poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I am given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarrymill, in the South Shroud. Jehantel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you luck. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Just once I'd like to pass a day without being lectured on my form. But like it or not, I'm stuck with that bloody wildwood. You can pick your friends, but not your family, you know. I pray you do not take excessive pride in your achievements. Accomplished though you may be, your archery is far from perfect. Alas, Leia's training demands my undivided attention. You will have to wait your turn, Byrnjolf. I keep forgetting I don't need to run all the way to the city gate just to leave. Ah, another guest. You are kind to pay me a visit, young one. That gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the trolls wood, and we could want for little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it? In which case, I am afraid I must disappoint you. Byrnjolf, was it? Yes, I am Jahantel, the one they called the God's Bow. But that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years, I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet, know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well. I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the selfsame opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Byrnjolf. There is a Moogle named Poki, who can often be found wandering in an area situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Poki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Athic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Well, do we have a bard song of I need to watch that movie again. It's been years since I've seen it. With Robin Hood and Baloo and all them folks. Just ignore me, ladies. Just passing through, looking for a Moogle. Ah, I got. Get him, get her, Bobby. So, a useful tree. Oh no! I thought she was facing the other way. Now what are you doing all the way over here? Come on! How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent, I'll allow. But you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you? You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Jahantel is no ordinary bard, yes? The songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope, and that's not even scratching the surface. Why to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again, and he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why your being resonates with a chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12th, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot, Kupo. Egad! Your coming had so excited me, my predicament, and I escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Jahantel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to spy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw that overbold brigand. He, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rot, Kupo. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Jahantel in my stead? Certainly. Probably should have talked to him again and seen if there was anything else he would say, but oh well. This is kind of cool. This is some pretty neat camouflage here. Well, sort of camouflage. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's been built. Practice, you've got enough! Oi! Knock it off. I feel like I was far enough away not to get accurate, but it's fine. Have you recovered the charm? Here you go. You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver it to Jahantel. Tell him that Pukno Poki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Kupo lo 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 lo. Kupo lo lo lo. That's the wrong thing, but that's me. I want this. Thank you. You'll never catch me! Welcome back, Byrnjolf. You have a charm and a message for me from Byrnjolf, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Byrnjolf and I go back a long way, to when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make a good one. Byrnjolf has long desired that I remain in the 12's wood to sing for the rest of my days. Yet, regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the 12's wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls, such as you, under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Byrnjolf. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Mughals lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. Creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Byrnjolf asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are his next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Byrnjolf, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Byrnjolf's wildest expectations. I'm a bard now. Yippee! Wait. No, I did not mean to do that. God damn it. I forgot how I was supposed to do that. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is remove that, that, and that. I'll figure the rest out eventually. Alright, back to Gridania. I looked away for one moment and got completely lost. Simkin, I would like to talk to you. Have you come to listen to the silken strings of Simkin, traveling troubadour and master minstrel? No? You do, however, have the look of one who lives life on the road, and on the subject of wondrous wanderings and the musical expression thereof, I do mayhap have some small wisdom to offer. When I suddenly find my heart stirred by some spectacle of nature or inspiring act of daring do, I simply let the emotion of the moment flow through my fingers and into my heart. I found no sound to be as achingly beautiful as one born from that instant of genuine joy of wistful sadness. You need no special training of knowledge to give voice to the music of the heart, only a willingness to play the score as it writes itself across the soul. If you can accomplish such a surrender, then you will have created a piece unique unto yourself. And what melody could be more precious? I knew from the moment I laid eyes upon you. Here is a man whose spirit begs for instrumental interpretation. Pray release your inhibitions and favor the world with your performance. I agree to the conditions. Well, let's go ahead and read them though. When using the performance actions, you are strictly prohibited from performing the music of any third parties. You may record and upload your performance and hereby agree to license such recordings to us for use by Square Enix or others in accordance with the terms of Final Fantasy XIV Material Usage License. Music of any third party. So that means like no copyrighted music? Is that what they're getting at? you should simply play whichever notes catch your fancy. Let whimsy carry you up and down the scales, revel in the soaring heights and plunging depths until you find a song which resonates with your being. Painted with the experience of your adventures, the timbre and tone will be yours and yours alone. Ah, I wonder what matter of music will fill the air. May the wind catch your composition and deliver it unto my covetous ears. Oh, you're gonna hate it. All I know is racket. What's a cello do? Okay. Wait, what's the difference between a viola and a violin? Huh. Hang on, let me look at the cello again. Okay. What's a saxophone sound like? Wrong button again. The fiddle is supposed to look like a violin, right? What? Huh. So fiddle is like a harp? What? I always thought a fiddle was like a form of violin, sort of. Nothing like a piano. The drums and guitar and electric guitar music is pretty cool. Well, enough of that. Lancer's next. Let me double check the recording, see how things are going. Looks to be going alright. I'll take the faster way. I have been expecting you, Byrnjolf. You have been training hard, I trust. I would set you your next trial, one more dangerous than any you have faced before. But I would not send any unprepared man to his death. Before we proceed, I must needs verify your progress with mine own eyes. You will face 3 experienced lancers in single combat. Defeat each one in succession, and you will prove yourself fit to undertake the trial. Arm yourself and take your lance in the training area. We begin when you are ready. Up against the wood whaler. Hopefully they don't pick up the farm, whooping their asses. Well done, Byrnjolf. Does this man need any medical attention? Impressive, Byrnjolf. Most impressive. You are ready to face the trial. Yet I did not exaggerate when I said it would be dangerous. Make no mistake. To take this test is to risk death. Knowing this, do you still wish to proceed? Of course. You disappoint me. Back again, are you? That man is the only soul in this pathetic excuse for a guild who shows any promise. Which is why I counseled him to leave you. Alas, he chose to remain in your house of cravens. Such a waste. This guild has outlived its purpose, and I mean to see its door shut and barred for good. If you wish to object, I invite you to do so with a lance in hand. You do not want for confidence, sir. But answer me this. What grudge do you hold against us? For what reason did you choose this of all crusades? I detest cravens who would proclaim their courage, and like nothing better than to crush them. That is my reason. Well, the fixity of your purpose is clear. even if your reasoning is not. So be it. Suffice it to say, you will not have your way without a fight. Oh, but do not presume that I will be your opponent. No, you must face the Lancer over whom you so grandly claimed mentorship. The one man among us whose potential you condescend to acknowledge. Byrnjolf shall represent us all. As guildmaster, I wager the fate of the guild upon his lance. Ha! Do as you will, coward. It is your guild to throw away. You may even set the terms of the contest. Very well. Byrnjolf here is to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task. I challenge you to complete the task before he does. You are to travel to the East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He is a giant amongst boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler over all his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. When you have prepared for your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth, drawn to the stench of blood. The Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No, but I nodded. Then let the trial commence. I almost went through the Ethernet. I can't get to the Shroud through the Ethernet. I need to talk to this person. Take me to Sweet Bloom Pier, Skipper. When did I become level 38 on Lancer? What was I doing? Oh. Wait, I think I might know. Actually, maybe I don't remember. Never mind, I don't remember. It appears the poor soul who tried to harvest this tusk before you was not as fortunate. Those are some pretty big tusks. Where did I have those at? Yeah, boy, you biggin'. Also, why are his tusks so long? You shan't find much sport in these two. Come back another day, my friend. Is that actually his pet or something? Well done, Byrnjolf. You have completed the trial. I trust you now see the truth in my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage. It is folly. No, this proves nothing. I refuse. I refuse to accept. You refuse to accept the weakness within you. No, Byrnjolf. Leave him be. Work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently. I will not lie to you. You are no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment and feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Byrnjolf. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Fulkus, well, if there is a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the self-same lesson as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Byrnjolf, and prepare yourself for further trials. I look forward to our next meeting. It's good to see you again, Byrnjolf. Stronger than when last we spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you on your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives. Yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mathayomi. Oh, God. Seek him out at Amarasex's spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Mathayomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Byrnjolf, and do as he bids you. I walk right past them. You must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mathayomi, commander of the brave men and women of the Spire. Now let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you have seen much and more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh-spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. So will lure out creatures of the night which you are to vanquish. Good thing it's night. Welcome back, son, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering. It speaks putting a spear in the beast and exercising frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged victor. Dwayne has taught you well, loved one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buskerand's Druthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buskerand himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art, though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear. His words are well worth hearing, indeed. Lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead. Good though it is. By meeting Buskerand and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Well, isn't Wayne's protege? I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buskerand, and this here's my place. In case you're wondering why old Wayne sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the Druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. road. Between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Mistel's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents. And when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. So you offered up the mead as I told you, and without drinking a drop? Very well. Sorry. Okay, that came out of nowhere. That's why I think I have the hiccups now. Very well, you shall have a tale of me, as promised. Bastel is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Bastel was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelve's Wood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Bredonia was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistel wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a force full of good old Gridonian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers. By blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistel. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. What's that? When's the trial? Bah! Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, son. My part in your training is done. It's time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vox Claret. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bob and Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Folgord Float. In case you don't know, up in the North Shroud it is. Vox Claret's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warned you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then. And the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So good luck with impressing him. I take it you are the young lancer of whom Owain spoke, and an adventurer besides, by the look of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You have come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient as an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only where there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with even greater fervor until it is ripe to burst in the conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. So you have vanquished the red balloon. No less than what I would expect of one of Owain's. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet, ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Thought I had a bug on my arm. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Owain, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. I'll talk to them some other time. Old Voxclair demands I show my face? I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Byrnjolf, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. I'm gonna take a moment here to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to complete the Lancer quest up to the when I get the Dragoon. And after I unlock Dragoon, I'm going to stop the recording there. I'll do the Conjurer stuff later on in another video, along with some Lemons quests. Ah, Byrnjolf, you're a sight for sore eyes. By your return, I take it you are ready for the final trial. Very well, let us... Guildmaster Owain! You are wounded. What has happened? We were attacked, sir, by a dusk-white lancer as we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong. A demon. He kept screaming something about teaching us true courage. No, not him. Not Fulcrus. We were in the northwest corner of the central shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others! Be strong, man. I'm sorry, Byrnjolf. The trial must wait. Pray, make haste to the central shroud and help your comrades. And Byrnjolf, should Fulcrus force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed you on your way. Help! For the love of the 12, help me! I owe you my life, friend. Another breath, and I would have become worm fodder. A dusk-white lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look in his eyes when he said it. Mad bastard. Where is he now? Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud. Maybe in the direction of Volgord Float? Can't say for sure. I was concentrating on the Skildkin at the time. If it's a reckoning you seek, you are like to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms will already have alerted the whalers. I dare say the Duskwhite is being held at spear point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. Serves the bastard right and all. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Fool. You waste your pity on false friends. It is only a matter of time before they betray you. I, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania, and a man of the Lancers Guild, yet life was not easy. For want of the coin to obtain the barest necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there was no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing, only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. So it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Dusk White, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names that I do not care to repeat. Can you imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Would that I had had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends, while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear, that I might face the unbridled fury of their kin. For my efforts, I have acquired the ultimate courage, a courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I am the greatest lancer that has ever lived. Where'd you get zombies from? Oh, great. Can you stop being in there? Impossible! My courage is absolute! No! Come no closer! So, Fulquist is no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand, he could well have commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Byrnjolf. Lest you wonder about your final trial, there will be none. I have seen all I needed to see. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You are a lancer in your own right now. There is not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out such challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts alike, and the strong are drawn to strength. Just as I once knew for a certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too will you find or be found by an adversary of equal worth. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons that Keep close to your heart the lessons you have learned here, and go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. I dare say you might just be the right man for the job. The guild has urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's borders. Hear me out, if you will. I've received word from an Ishgardian friend to the effect that he requires our aid. I would have you go and provide that aid. As you may already know, due to her ongoing conflict with the dragons, Ishgard has kept her gates closed to outsiders for some time. The occasional dragoon on patrol duty is about all folk see these days. In spite of her self-imposed isolation, however, the Holy See has never failed to honor her obligations to her allies. It is only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we offered to dispatch a contingent of wood whalers with all haste, but were politely informed that they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. It was later explained that we are dealing with a matter of some sensitivity, best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by allegiance, and who fits that description, save adventurers. Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. All you need to know will be revealed at the rendezvous point. Should you accept the mission and take yourself to the observatorium, a knight by the name of Sir Alberic will receive you upon arrival. And I've been to Equorthus because it was part of my hunting log. Though I haven't unlocked the Aetheryte or any of the Chocobo places. At least I don't think I have. Well, I know I haven't done it with the Aetheryte, but I don't think I've unlocked any of the Chocobo taxi places. Borders. Whatever you call those places. In all honesty, I would rather be here right now than where I live IRL. It is hot as fuck here. And so very brown. Did I leave? Court of Fear. That's a dungeon. Huh. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom Owain sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Alberic Bale, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged to you for your aid. Time being of the essence, I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we have reason to believe the culprit has come this way. So it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. The thief has been identified as a man named Destinian, a dragoon sworn to the service of the Holy See. You heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own, an individual in a position of trust and no little honor. You may be assured that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. My duties to the sea afford me little opportunity to travel far beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. I was told that a sentry by the name of Lodanrel might have knowledge of routes oft taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret, and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. You must act quickly, for you see, Estinian is... But I have already said too much. What matters is that we find our thief, and the eye with all haste. When last sighted, Estinian was clad in black armor. Now go, and speak not a word of what I have told you to anyone. Oh, wait. I thought it was... Okay. For some reason, I thought that was the guard that was down over here. Well, that'd be foolish. That's an interesting roof design. Honestly, though, you really don't want your roof design to be like that. Especially with snow. Also, how did the snow get all caked up in it? Whatever. Routes favored by Ishgardian fugitives? Now that's a question I don't hear every day. You aren't plotting some unsavory act yourself, are you? Even if you were, I doubt you'd make it far. Any road, we've caught a few fleeing to the North Shroud, but with Gridania being home to nearly as many Elezen as Ishgard, it is no easy task to identify outsiders. If you're on the hunt for someone, you could do worse than to visit Florentel Spire in the North Shroud, that's where I was going to a moment ago, and speak with a man named Idriston. If any suspicious persons have crossed the border in recent days, he'd be the first to know. Hail, adventurer. Yes, I am the one tasked with monitoring those who would enter our lands by way of Korthus. An Asgardian knight clad in black armor. No, I recall nothing of the sort, and such a striking visitor would be difficult to forget. My apologies, friend. I can only suggest that you return to Logdranel and see if he has any other theories. No luck, you say? Most curious. Why is it nigh impossible that a fugitive could make it this far without being espied from Florentil's spire? Which leaves the possibility that your man is still in Ishgard. It runs counter to good sense. Would the fugitive not want to put a distance of grounds between him and his pursuers? By the process of deduction, it is a possibility. The climes of Ishgard are not kind to drifters and vagabonds. That said, there has been talk of curious smoke wafting from a cave east of here at night. Were I you, I might begin my search there. That Ishgard would resort to sending coin-starved adventurers after me, I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. The eye it rouses for another. Preposterous. Our paths shall cross again, can be sure of it. A dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. By the Fury, that I would choose another. I had not thought it possible. In light of recent events, it would seem an explanation is in order. The eye is no ordinary relic. It harbors the power of the dragon, which it bestows upon a single chosen soul, the strongest and the wisest dragoon. He who is chosen is possessed of the power to fight our mortal foes, the dragons of Dravania. On equal footing, soaring the firmament, as if it were an extension of the land, that man is known as the Azure Dragoon. The Azure Dragoon is the light of hope for all Ishgardians, and the paragon of all dragoons. For this reason, you may imagine how it pains me to have to confess that the man you encountered, Thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and that I was once his teacher. Needless to say, I acknowledged myself accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all in my power to find him and recover the eye. But I cannot do this alone. I require your help, Byrnjolf. You who have received the power of the dragon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragoon I bear glows in your presence. Irrefutable proof that you are chosen. What I can ill explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Ishgard's long history has the eye roused more than one individual in a single generation, but it avails us not to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is that you are now a vessel of the power of the dragon. That dragon lies yet in slumber. However, and you must needs possess the means to wake it. The soul of the dragoon, I would entrust you with mine. Hang on a minute. Let me read that. That dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it. The soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine, Byrnjolf. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon. Although that power has since become lost to me, it was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept the soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. Yet, one thing is clear, none can challenge the Azure Dragoon, and conceivably prevail, save another Azure Dragoon. You are our only hope of bringing Estinian to justice and reclaiming the eye. Of course, I do not ask that you do this unaided. I may be a dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have, I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, not less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you, I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lance, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. Look forward to your return. Yeah, boy, I needed a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that's it of that. I'm gonna switch to Conjurer, and I'm gonna teleport back to Gridania. And this is where I will stop. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.